A to the K.
A to the K.
A to the K.
Things are about to get wild, Anthony. That's
What?
right. Anthony's back.
That's right. I am.
He is.
How long's it been?
It's like a month.
15 years.
Yeah. We haven't seen you since 2024, man.
That's a bloody good point. Wow.
Yeah. I think people were starting to think my New Year's resolution was just to, like, just take over the show. It wasn't.
I'll still be around, if nothing else, because, I'll be honest, just calling the show the K sounds shit.
Yeah, it does sound enough. Yeah. I mean, I can just start recruiting other people with, you know,
Other A's.
other A's, other A-holes. But yeah, so we threatened to do this for a while. So we were like, well, yeah, let's throw out some wild predictions of 2025, shall we? So
Okay.
I've compiled a list. So this is like the reverse of hot takes. I've come up with a list of mad shit.
Okay.
I mean, hopefully it's mad. We'll see. And some of it's already actually bloody happened because we meant to do this a couple of weeks ago. So
Well, we can at least
get
talk
to
about
that. But at least I got one right. That's what I'm saying. But
So
yeah.
not so wild.
so,
really.
so it's the reverse of hot ones. I'm going to throw out what I think is going to happen. You're going to react to it. How does that sound?
Okay.
Okay, let's do it. So, I can't remember what my wild prediction is, so I'm going to end up seeing a picture of it and be like, yeah, that's a picture of so-and-so.
What
I'll do, I will get the list. Okay, no peeking.
No peeking.
So, the first wild prediction of 2025.
Okay, if the wild predictions that John Cena is going to come back, then definitely call
It already happened. I predict John Cena will not win the world title
Okay.
in his final run. Instead, he will become a Grand Slam champion with an Intercontinental title win.
I like it. I think that is ticking a box.
Companies love doing that.
Yeah. No, I think like from his sort of bucket list of things, isn't it? I think he deserves to be a Grand Slam champ. I get why it has to be the IC title.
Yeah.
Given he is synonymous with the US.
Well, that's it. Well, he's already won it. So it's like he's.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I would have loved for him to have had another US title run, but I totally get why it'd be IC.
Yeah. Definitely IC out there. That's what I'm saying. But everyone's adamant he's winning the Rumble and he's going to make it number 17 at WrestleMania against either Gunther or Cody. And I'm like, nah.
Would it not feel a little bit 2010, really, for John Cena to come in, win the Rumble,
I think
and
so.
do CM Punk out of
I
his
think so.
main event?
Well, it's funny, you ask anyone who they would want to win the Rumble and it's either Cena or Randy Orton. It's like, what? It's like 20 years ago. Like, what's happened?
But I get it. I get like he's on his nostalgic tour, but I actually think it'd almost be too predictable to have him win the Rumble. I don't think he needs to win the Rumble, and I agree with you. I don't think it should be a main title thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. You agree.
Yeah.
I just can't see it happening. I think
Triple
Triple H is too much of a mark for Flair. I don't think anyone to beat the 16 times, if I'm perfectly honest. And I don't think John will want to, personally. But
no, I like the Grand Slam idea. I think that's good fun.
Okay. So we're off to a good start. The next one I got for you, a little bit of bliss. A moment of bliss for you.
Were you predicting that she's going to have some contract disputes? You're vibing right there.
Well, when I first pulled this together, that wasn't happening either. But again, while we're on Grand Slams, I think Alexa Bliss is going to become the first women's Grand Slam champ, Anthony.
Interesting.
I do think that they will work out the contract disputes. I do think she'll come back to WWE, but I don't think she'll be in the main title picture. I think she's going to be either United States or in the Continental title.
Okay.
For the women.
Actually, that's just blown my mind a little. So it wasn't possible to be a Grand Slam champ previously.
No. I think so. It kind of was, but they were including the NXT title. I was like, well, we could do away with that shit now to be a proper Grand Slam. It's real belts stuff, real belts. So yeah, that's what I think. I think Alexa's going to come black.
Well, there's a flip song.
See, it was never this seedy when it was just people by themselves. There's a common denominator here. But yeah, I think she's going to come back, and I can't imagine her going up against Rhea Ripley. I can't imagine her going up against. I mean, I can't imagine her going up against Tiffany, but yeah, you know what I'm like for a mirror match. I just don't know, a bit mismatched. Yeah. I could see her going up for one of the mid-card belts.
I think it'd be a good way to come back as well, to be fair. Like, I don't know. I think we need to sort of figure out who she is coming back, if you know what I mean, character-wise and stuff. So I don't think you'd want to throw her into the title scene anyway.
No.
Or the main title scene.
And you've got Charlotte coming back. You've got Becky coming back.
She's well-established, Alexa. Like, some people may or may not disagree on that, but she's a former world champion. She's an incredibly talented person. She'd be a great person to sort of bolster the newly introduced mid-card anyway. So, like, to put a bit of put some names on the IC and the other one. I think that's a good idea.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I like it. We're off to a good start. This is good news.
Basically, I agree with you. Yeah.
Sounds, yeah.
That's
This segment
that's
is
what
Anthony
this is.
agrees with my wild idea.
Yeah.
Okay, you may not agree with this one. I think AEW in 2025 are going to launch women's tag team titles.
Now, do I think you might be right? Yes. Do I think they should? No.
Interesting. I just think they haven't launched a belt for a while at AEW. You know what I mean?
Like belts.
Tony's just like, need to do another belt. You know, the rosters, we've been saying for ages that the women's roster in AEW is stacked. And it's just, there's no, women get like one match like a week. And it's just like, fucking hell. You need to.
I mean, credit to Tony Storm, who has been like making the women's scene. Like, no offense to others, but she's been making the women's scene like that.
Making the women's
like,
scene.
Basically, but no, like, his story has been sort of undeniable, I guess. So, like, even without the TV time, people are like, timeless Tony Storm stuff and feud with Brian May and that. Fantastic. And I think there's a bit more attention going on to the women's scene now. They have got an incredible roster. I don't think there's a fear of like not having enough talent for these belts, but I just feel like we've got just too.
There is a lot of belts.
So
belts. But I can see them doing it. They haven't had the new one for a while, and I just think the women need more exposure. And you've already got the World and the TBS, and it's like, well, what else? What else can we do? So tag titles, I think, is where we need to go.
Yeah, and then Monet will win one of them.
Oh yeah.
Just add another belt to it because she's got like 6 of them.
That's what you got to do. But yeah, I can definitely see that happening. This one may be controversial. I think Jacob Fatu will win a world title in 2025.
You know what? And I think it's important to do that reminder again of we've been waiting to do this segment for a while, so you wrote these a little bit ago. I think his recent showing against Strowman and how talked about and how over that is and how made up Triple H is, I think they are definitely going to pull the trigger. I think you're right. I might have argued with you before that.
Yeah.
But
I think
I can really see it.
There's been a bit of a worry, hasn't there, that he's too much of a loose cannon based on like the madman he is, and like he has been in the past.
Mostly character though.
Yeah.
Mostly.
But I don't know. I can't see him going after the Intercontinental or the US title. So I think that they might just go, do you know what? Let's capitalize on him while he's hot now and just launch him straight to a world title.
Well, it's just what do you do? Do you have him go for Cody?
Well, it's going to depend how all the Bloodline stuff plays out, isn't it? And where it all goes. It seems to be fizzling out now, Cody and the Bloodline. So,
but for me, like the trouble I've got with it is people are still really over on Cody, and by rights, character-wise, he should just destroy Cody.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
It shouldn't even be a challenge for him. He's being booked like a monster. He should just take that belt.
Yeah. Well, no one knows
I don't think they'll want to do that to him.
No one knows where the Cody thing's going at WrestleMania now. Like, it could end up being John Cena, maybe.
I didn't know where it was going last Mania.
Well, yeah. So we will see. But if it is Cena and Cody and we don't think that Cena's going to get the win, then Cody does need to lose the belt pretty soon. They can't have another like multi-year reign. So Jacob would just be like a mad swerve, I think.
That's right. Do you think they will do something like that, like a Money in the Bank winner?
Maybe.
And he could just rock up.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll forget that how the Money in the Bank works and just beat him to
I mean, we still may get Jacob versus Solo at Mania. And we could have Jacob taking over the Bloodline or something there. So who knows where it's going to go. But I definitely think that there's a collision course for a world title to take place. Maybe. Probably an AEW one. So yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah, okay.
AJ Lee will return in 2025.
I disagree with that one.
So people are thinking it might be at the Rumble. I'm not sure.
This is out of desire more than anything. I don't think she'll come back.
You don't think ever?
I think she got that much. Like, if you look at her career outside of wrestling, I think she's just kind of past wrestling now.
Yeah. Well, she's still doing work with WoW, isn't she? But more from like the backstage and organizational side.
Probably should be clear and say
you mean in ring?
Should I say WWE maybe then? But
okay.
Yeah, I just think. Like, I don't know, I just can't see it myself. I'm always happy to be proven wrong here, but I don't think we'll see it back in the ring. At most, you might get, like you say, a quick Rumble appearance.
Yeah.
For like a nostalgic pop.
Okay.
But I don't think you'll see it back in any capacity, really.
Interesting. I just think, people who are together have to work together in WWE, don't they? Imagine the shenanigans, Punk, AJ, and Larry. Have a little YouTube miniseries or something. I don't know.
But if she's in WWE, how's Punk going to mention his wife all the time?
Well, this is true.
If she stood there.
Yeah, that is true. But we will see. I see it happening. But I don't think it'll be at the Rumble.
So
that's all I'm saying.
Where do you think it's going to be?
I think later down the year.
All right.
I don't know when. So the next one, WWE Speed is going to die on its ass.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I just think it was an experiment. They tried it out.
Is it still going?
Still going. Oh. I think Dragon Lee is the champ now. I have no idea who the women's speed champ is.
Andrade doesn't still have it?
No. I mean, he didn't bring it out with them anyway, so who would know?
Yeah, because no one really respects that belt.
Yeah, I think it was a nice little way of getting something else on social, but now they've got the Netflix deal and stuff. It's like, well...
yeah. Potential problematic Twitter as well, isn't it now? So.
Well, exactly. But WWE is very, very, right-leaning anyway, aren't they? So they love it.
There's right-leaning and there's right-leaning, you know what I mean?
True. But yeah, I think it will die on its ass. Mm-hmm. Cope and Christian will finally reunite in 2025.
We've got to have this, haven't we? We've got to have this.
You can't have them come back.
You can't keep it dragging out forever. You've got to do it in 25.
Yeah, it has to happen. And I'd love to see them kind of revisit, maybe not verbatim, but I'd love to see them revisit the whole, what even was it? Like the 5-second pose.
Oh, yeah.
For those of you with the benefit of camera phones, you know what I mean? Like, some kind of modern twist on that. It just has to happen though, doesn't it? Even whether... It's a shame because I think it would mean turning Christian babyface and he's been killing it as a heel. I don't see them being heel tag team, but it's got to happen because let's be honest, Cope isn't going to be doing it for much longer.
No,
and I think he wants one more run with his bro.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, it's a solid shout. That I don't mind seeing Christian turn babyface again.
Yeah, he's
had a solid run.
Eventually, he's going to end up screwing Cope, and then. They're close, what can I say? And then I reckon he'll be the one that retires them because it's the fit in it. But,
similarly, yeah, that'd probably be a good way to go.
Yeah, but I think we're going to get that this year. Jordynne Grace will sign with WWE and win one of the women's world titles this year.
I think she'll sign with WWE.
Don't think they'll put her straight up? I
don't know.
Damn.
I think they've got a lot going on with the main women's title scene. Maybe the mid-card belt, and again it puts a bit of importance around them. But where they are with Tiffy and Rhea and that, like looking at it now, I know it's difficult because we're talking in 2025, so that could change in a few months. But like looking at it right now, I'm like, I don't know if they'll put her in that scene just yet. Yeah, I can definitely sign with WWE.
I can see her being the one that finally foils Tiffany if Charlotte doesn't do it at Mania. And then we could get Jordan versus Charlotte. There's a lot of ways you could spin it around, but I just think when she rocked up at the Rumble, there was just a very clear, and not to disrespect anyone, but there was a very clear difference when you saw Jordynne Grace. You're like, okay, fucking hell, she can go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was like, I think if she's done with TNA now by all accounts, so if she's heading to WWE,
she's done her goodbyes, hasn't she? So I think it's inevitable she's signing there.
Yeah,
I think really the only debate is whether it'll happen this year or next. Like I think she'll be in WWE this year. I don't know if she'll necessarily be straight onto the main title.
Okay.
And that's just more about, you gotta let it build on you. You can't just go straight for it.
Yeah. You just want to be edged.
Yes.
Okay.
Just like Christian.
So the next one, right? This is a bit of a mad one. Ariana Grace. I think she's going to be called up to the main roster this year.
I think she deserves that.
And she will win the Intercontinental title on her debut, just like Santino did.
I like that. I do like that. Will WWE think of that? I don't know. But
well, like that. Trips.
It's right there for you.
Got our number,
right
pal.
Right there for you, Paul.
Just make it happen. That's all I'm saying. I mean, what an homage it would be to Santino.
I think that would be brilliant.
And like, you can't do it in the same way necessarily that it's just a rando from the audience because people know who she is. But even if she, I don't know, just...
Yeah. How far can we go with the parallel of that? Can she enter the Royal Rumble as a bloke?
Maybe. Well, they did a tease, didn't they, on social? I just shared it before, where basically she's goes into the locker room and he's just got her tiara on. Which is like, nothing. I just, me and my sister look a bit alike, and I was just, it's like,
I do like how they've leaned into it.
I miss it so much. And Santino's a ledge. But yeah, Ariana Grace deserves it. Get the call up, and I think, yeah, awesome way to keep that going. Her and her dad both won the IC title on their debuts. Next mad one I've got for you. Drew McIntyre will squash Roman Reigns this year. Squash.
So I need to know where that's coming from.
I think this whole storyline with Drew and about him trying to get revenge and everything is going to culminate with him finally getting his hands on Roman again, one-on-one, after everything that's happened.
What's making it a squash, though? Because it was a fairly balanced match in Glasgow, and I know that hurt you.
In Glasgow? They didn't fight each other in Glasgow.
What was it, Glasgow? Where
that was Damien Priest, wasn't it? It was Wales.
Wales.
Yeah,
wow, I was in the wrong place.
You were in the...
He's Scottish, and I went to Scotland.
You were in a castle.
Fuck's sake.
And there was a clash.
I'm like,
but it was.
I know there was a match.
Yeah, I mean, I would have loved it if I would have got this match.
Fucking hell, sorry. Yeah, it's just because he's Scottish, and I just decided it happened.
Yeah,
yeah.
I just think Roman's probably going to have another hiatus again at some point, and I just think Drew McIntyre. There's all this speculation on them going like pushing him hard this year. Like, think it's going to be the guy. And I think there's no better way to do that than after everything that's happened, him just obliterating Roman.
Yeah. Do you think you could realistically? Realistically have him like just decimate him when he's not been able to do that in the past, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a wild prediction. That's why it's wild predictions. Well, yeah, I'm throwing it out there. I think Drew's going to squash him. I think it's going to be a match under 5 minutes.
Okay. I'm not against it. I'm all for it.
Same. Bucket trips. Okay, the next one, and you'll love this one. Darby Allin will become AEW World Champion this year.
No.
One of the 4 pillars.
I don't give a shit.
Hasn't held it yet.
I don't give a shit. This is just as bad as Rey Mysterio winning the world title. He's not a heavyweight. I know we don't call him heavyweight titles anymore, but he's not.
I mean, in AEW, is anyone really a heavyweight?
Let's not start that game.
But I mean,
all petite wrestling and all that bollocks. He's smaller. He looks small in AEW, so that would tell you everything.
The belt just won't stay up; it just keeps falling down. It's on the tightest one.
I'm not even going to try and come at it. He's a very talented guy. He doesn't fit that scene. It doesn't make any sense.
He is the guy, isn't he? All the stuff to do with the Death Riders and stuff at the minute, and Darby being the AEW guy and whatever. I think it's going to happen. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I can just see it. The crown moment for Darby. I'm surprised they haven't done it already at this point. But
I just hope not. I mean, why?
Well, it's a wild prediction. It's a wild prediction. So let's hope it remains wild, and that I don't hit. Ricky Starks will debut in NXT and flop just like Lexis King did.
Yeah, I think he's been waiting to go to NXT.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think he's probably about as talented as Lexis King, so it makes a bit of sense to me.
Yeah, I don't want to shit on the guy, but like he's so overhyped that like he's done like one alright promo in like the entire time I've seen him. I think that was NWA.
I think this is the problem though. Is like it's not that he can't be a success. Is that so many people have sort of got behind them in that sense and gone, oh, he's been underused. You just wait till he gets to WWE. You just wait, and it's like you guys are fucking ruining him because he has no options other than to disappoint you now.
Yeah, well that's it, and it will happen. He'll get to WWE because of Cody. And once he gets 100%. There.
It's not him or the companies, it's the fan base who they all expect people to go to WWE and get treated right, as they call it. Get that Cody treatment.
Yeah.
And it's like, that can't happen for everybody.
No. The thing is,
they're doing it now with Aleister Black.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to go back to WWE, the company that didn't want him and got rid of him. Right? Because we pretend like they left and they're
he was a Triple H guy.
Come back home.
Triple H wants him.
Like,
it was Vince.
What kind of abusive relationship is that when they're going, come back home to WWE? It's like, they kicked him out.
I know.
As far as parents go.
Yeah, no, I do get you. And like, maybe I'm harsh saying he'll be just as like a Lexis King. He might even win the title. It might be more like an Ethan Page, but I don't think Ethan Page is going to make it on the main roster. I think that he might go to NXT and there might be a bit of fanfare initially.
Yeah, he'd be used at NXT probably, but like you say, I think he's quite a while off. And this is the argument people always make as well. It's like, oh, let him get in the system, and they can make a star out of him. It's like, well, let's see. I mean, all they did with Lexis King was give him an unfortunate fucking haircut and an unfortunate beard.
And the teeth, his teeth done. I
don't know. It's like they were like, well, you're unlikable anyway, so let's just see if we can just amplify that.
Pretty much how it went. But yeah, so don't come at me, all you Ricky Stark marks.
Again, no, he's a talented guy. They've just kind of massively overhyped what's going to happen when he gets over there.
Yeah, I think so. Bianca Belair will turn heel this year.
I'm all for that. I really hope
she needs to.
I'm thinking she's going to be the reveal to the one who attacked Jade.
It'd make the most sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it feels the right choice.
A lot of people seem to think it's going to be Naomi. I think that's just going to fall flat. Yeah. I don't think Naomi's got the.
I'll be honest though.
In it.
I kind of get it though, because if you, without sounding like trying to get into all the usual internet politics, like if they don't do anything interesting with Naomi, she basically stormed out with Sasha Banks because she was a women's tag title holder.
Yeah, she's come back to be a women's tag title.
Yeah, and it's like they haven't really done anything different with her. So I'm hoping that there's something boiling there. So I kind of get why they wanted to be here.
Yeah.
But I think Bianca's got a great heel in her, and I think we need to let that shine. Yeah. We've only ever seen her be the baby face.
I know. She needs to drop the CST. She won't try. That's what will flop if she's like, I am the baddest, the meanest, and it's like, no. Drop that EST and just be a bitch.
Yeah.
So
be a bitch.
Yeah, I think.
What if she swaps it for the itch?
Ooh.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Where you been playing at, Montez? So yeah, I think that's where we will go with Bianca, and I very much look forward to that. This may have already happened, I don't know. Toni Storm and Mariah May will be the first women's main event on AEW pay-per-view. I think they're going to main event Grand Slam. I don't know whether that's... People might be like, it's not even a proper pay-per-view, but I'm pretty sure it is. It's not... It's still...
I mean, are we really going to debate what's a proper pay-per-view?
Yeah, like, I mean, even if they don't pay for it. But like, it's a premium live event, is all I'm saying. So I don't know what the plan is with it. This match is happening. Toni Storm has just become timeless again. I think if they're ever going to put a women's match as the main event, it's in Australia. Do it.
The perfect time to pull this trigger would be now, because that promo after their match was top notch.
She back,
and like when she's basically saying we're not done, I'm like, yeah, I like this. This is this last match between them is going to be a banger, and it deserves that respect.
It does, very much so. So yeah, make it happen, Tony. We know you watch. We know you're a fan of the show. So yeah.
Well, we know you watch.
Yeah, actually. So yeah, make it happen. The next one I've got for you, Anthony. There'll be another major. Notice I've lost at WrestleMania. There'll be another major WWE Premium Live event announced to be taking place in the UK. So it won't happen this year.
But it'll be announced.
It's going to be announced.
I mean, Sadiq Khan keeps popping up every once in a while, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Where they're going, he's still working tirelessly on a deal. I don't really know how you work tirelessly on a deal to get them to agree to come here.
Yeah.
I don't get that. But he's doing something, apparently.
Yeah. So, and I know how you're going to feel about this when I say it. I think it's going to be Survivor Series. We know Royal Rumble's happening in Saudi next year. We know SummerSlam's got a 2-year thing.
I'll just put it out there now, and I'm not going to sound embittered, but I probably am. Unless it's a Rumble or a Mania, I feel like we're getting done over.
Yeah. I mean, I was happy with Money in the Bank, because
Money in the Bank was a good one.
We think that's the true.
Let's be honest.
The Big Four now instead of Survivor Series. But
that is a Big Four.
Yeah. Yeah, SummerSlam we already know is locked in. WrestleMania, can't see it happening. Love it if it did, but can't see it happening. So yeah, we're gonna go with Survivor Series gets announced this year for next year. Stone Cold Steve Austin will be at WrestleMania 41.
Okay.
And he will be fighting at WrestleMania 41. Now I don't know necessarily he's gonna have a match, but he may end up having a brawl or something like that. In Vegas, it's down the road from his ranch.
Look, the only thing I will say, I have no issue with involvement. I have no issue with a brawl. I think the capper to his in-ring matches, being Kevin Owens, was brilliant. That match was great. I think we should leave it at that because of how good that was.
Yeah.
So I think I wouldn't want it to be an actual match.
Okay. See, I was thinking it might be an actual match originally when I wrote this, but then I think he's just had like knee fusion surgery or something like that. So I'm like, yeah. Now he wears 12 knee braces. So yeah, I don't think it will be a proper match, but I definitely think he'll be physical. He'll be beating someone up at some point. Like, he didn't show up at WrestleMania 40. He was offered to show up at the Netflix premiere. That didn't happen. So it's literally down the road from him. So if it's going to happen, this is the time. So yeah, Austin will rock up and raise some hell. I do think both WWE and AEW will have mass releases after WrestleMania.
I agree. It's just been way too much hiring lately.
Yeah, people are going to lose their minds, especially about WWE. Well, both because AEW just signed with Max, haven't they? But people are going to lose their mind because it's the most money ever made. But it's like, yeah, but they've also got a very, very bloated roster, and they can't fit
Bottom
everyone
line
on.
is, it's a business, and people get really uppity about decisions made on both sides. Like the look at Baron Corbin's comments about contracts, and they're all saying he should just let Ray Phoenix go. And AEW was like, well, no, because he signed the contract, and he's getting paid.
Yeah,
like people, they don't look at the business because they get invested in the characters, and the reality is, like, yeah, they might be the most profitable they've ever been. But at the same time, both companies on both sides are going to look and go, where do you trim the fat? And there's loads of people they're not using.
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
Like, that's the bottom line of it.
And the thing is, as well,
this is why we had, like, what was it, Black Thursday or whatever they called it.
Yeah.
Like, and to be fair, that was largely because it was the pandemic and WWE were ruthless. But, like, even so, it was like, let's release a shit ton of people, and they won't have any qualms about doing that again. It's still a business.
Well, that's it. Like, you look at the other side of the coin, everyone's like, oh, they need to bring back Malachi Black. Oh, they need to bring in Ricky Starks. Oh, they need to bring in Ray Phoenix.
Yeah.
You can't keep bringing people in.
Exactly.
You're like, and they're
where
like,
are they getting all the attention?
Well, they have to, like, they've got all the money. It's like, well, they might do, but they don't feature half people now, and you're unhappy about that. Like, it just is what it is, business. So,
benefit for WWE, I suppose, is that they can sort of subtly knock people to TNA, I guess. And it's still, like, I've always thought it was a bit, like, you can't control what happens in the future, but, like, they got rid of Dolph Ziggler, for instance. Dolph Ziggler's obviously signed a contract with TNA, obviously for less money than he was getting in WWE, because that's just the nature of it. And then WWE can use him now anyway, which is fucking crazy to me. So they basically got the same guy for less money.
Well, exactly.
That kind of shit could probably happen more now for WWE. Yeah. Where they'll go, well, technically you don't work for us anymore, but here's a contract with them if you want it.
Yeah. I mean, there's rumours they want to buy TNA as well, so they might release them from the contract, but then technically hire them for the other company. Like,
see, I don't think WWE, I think TKO will buy TNA.
Well, yeah, sorry, that's all part of the same shit.
But I mean, like, they'll keep them separate entities for those purposes.
Yeah, they will do.
You know?
There's like a bit of a...
You can go over there.
Yeah. Grassroots wrestling.
Yeah. But I think you're right. I think there's going to be releases, and you know, people have been crying out for a long time saying AEW is holding on to people that they need to get rid of and stuff. And you know, there's plenty of people you just don't see, so makes sense.
Okay. Next one I got, Anthony. It's kind of already fucking happened.
Yep.
My prediction at the time was that they're going to announce another deal, an extension, and they're going to have a co-branded premium live event.
I think that's crazy talk.
Now, the co-brand, I mean, I can't even say the co-branded premium live event hasn't happened, because technically it has, because Genesis started saying NXT. So like, fuck. So it's already happened. So you've ruined it. We've ruined it. Not you. We've ruined it. Okay. Because we didn't do it. It was meant to be like the first episode of the year, and we didn't.
Sorry.
So, well, that's my fault too. So we fucked it.
Yep.
Well,
it was a lot of prediction. Got it right. We had,
Got it right. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. Nice. Next one, the penultimate one. Stephanie McMahon will return to the company this year.
I can see that.
Like, we've seen her in the audience all the time. We've seen her backstage.
When you say to the company, is this on screen wise or in a boardroom?
In a backstage role of some kind. Whether that's some kind of writer, whether it's some kind of talent relations, or...
So you don't think she'll be at the heights she was in terms of being part of the runnings of TKO?
No, I don't think so. I think Nick Khan has got that on lock, and Ari Emanuel. I don't think she'll ever get back into like the board level side of things, but I think that they'll bring her back because she's been around the business her whole life. She's a great mind for it.
She was really good at the charitable work, wasn't she?
Well, that's it. So. Like, she does loads of stuff, and she, you know, people may say they hated it at the time, which whatever, but she was a writer on SmackDown for a bit, her and Paul Heyman. So yeah, I think she's got stuff to give. And now that she's had a bit of a break, the kids are growing up and stuff, and when the kids go off to college, I see it happening. So yeah, Steph will be back. And lastly, I still believe Cody Rhodes is going to retire John Cena.
I really hope not.
I just think it is the ceremonial passing of the torch, and whether we like it or not, Cody's here for the next 3 or 4 years at least as the top guy.
How many times did they have to fucking pass the torch to this guy?
It's just what it is, though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, whoever your top babyface is, that's who you
I
put over on your way out.
I think the issue I've got, and I've said this to you a few times, it's not Cody. It's the amount of it's the insistence that they keep putting on TV of saying how great he's doing. I'm like, let's see. Don't tell, show.
Well,
for fuck's sake.
Would you rather the alternative? Braun Breaker's the one that retires him.
No, I don't want that either.
Because I think
all right, look,
we're looking at one of them too.
Give me those options, then yeah, definitely Cody. It's, as I say, it's not, the issue isn't really that. It just feels like another excuse to go, look how great Cody's doing. I'm like, we know.
Yeah.
Like, stop telling us.
So I still don't know how we get here though, because if they do this at WrestleMania this year, then it kind of fucks up. Because I don't think they'll revisit it again on his last match. So if we do Cena versus Gunther or whatever, that could work. I just don't know how we get there, because I still think Punk's winning the Rumble, and I think Punk's challenging and defeating Gunther. So I do think we are going to get these two possibly at this year's Mania. But I
think Chad Gable should retire.
I mean, that would be cool. I would like that. Yeah, Angle Man, get him back. Okay. They can both go out the way that.
You know what? I'll go with that base, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, just one last match between them two.
Yeah, I'd love it.
Like, in a way, and I don't know where the relationships are with these people at the minute, but like, you know, his whole shift in style was in response to Brock Lesnar. You know, the FU, as it was called at the time, was a response to the F5 and something like that. So you go, well, wouldn't it actually make a lot of sense to have a last match against Brock? But
it's also a possibility. I mean, another one I would absolutely love it to be would be Drew McIntyre. Well, I just think it's Cody. Yeah, mega babyface versus mega babyface for the final battle of the babyfaces.
You know, all character work and my opinions on the characters and stuff to one side. It wouldn't be the worst shout, in all fairness.
Okay. Now we did say we were going to draw the raffle for the winner.
We did say that.
So anyone who participates in our prediction series on Instagram, thank you very much. If you have come first place at any point at any of the premium live events or pay-per-views in 2024, you will have found yourself into the raffle. So with digital magic, we are going to bring it in. Thanks, Carl and Anthony.
Yes.
Magic. The magic. As you can see, we've got a wheel of names. These are everybody, all the raffle entrants.
Oh, I thought this was your revenge list.
Oh, yeah, that too. But you can shuffle them. We've been shuffling them. Hopefully this works.
You gotta keep shuffling.
But yeah, we've got a load of people in there. Don't know how many we've got. We've got that many that it can't fit them all in. So we have to like flash them around so that you can see people's names.
That's how many.
But we've got loads. So we're going to shuffle it. And we're going to spin that wheel. And good luck to everyone. Whoever is the winner will get a t-shirt of their choice. We will be in contact. And see how it goes. Ready?
Spin that wheel, Carl. Oh, sound effects too.
I know, right?
I assume.
If that comes through on the microphone. The sound effects bros anyway. Who have we got? Wrestling Blog UK. Yes.
Well done.
So, yeah,
well done.
Big congratulations. You can't even see it.
There you go.
There we go. It is there.
See, it was there.
The magic.
We basically just made noise that may not have come through. Yeah. And then you said a name.
Basically.
There it is.
But yeah, so Wrestling Blog UK, you are the winner of a t-shirt of your choice. So we will be in touch on Instagram, and we'll get all that sorted. So we'll pass you back to ourselves. So yes, congratulations. So yeah, we will obviously cut this. We would have inserted the winner. So yeah. Crazy magic event that we do. We're not old. What are you talking about? So another fun-filled show. Anthony's back. Better than ever. He's fighting through a cold and everything to be here. I bet you didn't even know. Just what a professional this guy is. So yeah, look forward to more crazy shenanigans. Do the usual, like us. Just like us, please. Comment on the videos. Subscribe. If you're listening to this, do the usual, rate us 5 stars, download the episodes, and we will catch you on the next one.